Are you stuck with your Java 9 HTTP client hanging indefinitely? It can be incredibly frustrating when your code just won't cooperate. But don't worry, you're not alone in this. Today we're going to tackle this issue together. I completely understand how annoying it is when your code hangs at a critical point. It feels like you're waiting for a bus that never arrives. Many developers have faced this issue, especially when experimenting with new features. Let's dive into the specific situation at hand. One user recently reported that their Java 9 HTTP client hangs when trying to send a request to Google. They provided a snippet of their code, and it seems to hang indefinitely on the last line. Sound familiar? Let's explore this together. So what could be causing this hang? The issue might stem from the HTTP2 protocol or how the client is configured. Understanding the underlying mechanics can help us pinpoint the problem and find a solution. And stick around. I have a crucial tip at the end that could save you from future headaches with your HTTP client. To address the issue of the Java 9 HTTP client hanging, the user should first ensure that the HTTP2 protocol is enabled in their environment. This can be done by checking the Java version and the settings. Next, the user should modify the HTTP client configuration to explicitly enable HTTP2. This can be achieved by using the HttpClient.builder class to set the version. After configuring the HTTP client, the user should also check their network settings. Sometimes firewalls or proxies can interfere with HTTP2 connections. Finally, if the issue persists, the user can try using a different URL or endpoint that is known to support HTTP2. This will help determine if the problem is specific to the original URL. Fun fact: did you know that the first web browser was created in 1990? It was called World Wide Web, and it was a far cry from the sleek browsers we use today. Now let's look at the answers provided by other users. One user points out that the hanging issue is due to a bug in the HTTP2 connection implementation in the latest build. They suggest specifying the GET method to avoid a null pointer exception. The main thread waits for a connection preface, but sometimes the helper thread fails to wake it up, leading to the hang. Unfortunately, there's no timeout for this process, so the only way to resolve it is by interrupting the main thread. Here's the tip I promised. Always test your code with different configurations and protocols. This habit can save you a lot of time and frustration in the long run. And there you have it. With these steps, you should be able to resolve the hanging issue with your Java 9 HTTP client. Remember, troubleshooting is part of the coding journey. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe for more tips and tricks.